what's up you guys, this is Rob from Guy Plays, and today on the Quick Draw, we're unsheathing one sexy grower when we take a look at the Venka Prime. Okay, so to be honest with you, this Prime access has been a bit of a wild one. While Banshee enthusiasts are bitter over Valkyr Prime getting priority, and bow users are scratching their heads over what the fuck the Ceranos Prime is doing, I think we can all agree that the Venka Prime won this round. With solid stat boosts, an awesome built-in mechanic, and a weapon type that just hasn't received all too much attention, this Prime variant is clawing its way out of obscurity. Now, as you know, for all primed items, I have left a link in the description box below to the drop tables, because let's face it, if anything ever rotates, I won't actually remember to update this shit. And just keep in mind that this does require Mastery Rank 8 to craft. However, if the holiday money has come in early, these are all included in the Valkyr Prime access while it's still available. Now, its primary damage type is slashing with a little bit of puncture and just enough impact to blow a little tiny bubble. As everyone knows, slashing is fantastic against the infested as well as corpus and Grineer flesh. However, it does have some issues with armor, so be sure you're using the appropriate elemental combo in order to do the optimal amount of damage. So I think that my favorite thing about the Venka Prime is the fact that it gave these claws an actual identity. Statistically, the original lacked base damage and just didn't have enough supplemental stats to carry it into an interesting build. However, the Prime variant packs a big punch, giving it a boost to its base damage, taking it from a measly 37 to a bearable 55, whilst its crit stats alongside its multiplier mechanic help turn this thing into an absolute beast. As compared to the original, its critical chance has jumped up to 25% from 15, and its critical multiplier went from 2.0 to a whopping 2.5 times damage. And just to put a cherry on top of the statistical sundae, it also gained a teensy 0.05 boost to its attack speed, because why fucking not? Now, in addition to all of that goodness, the Venka Prime also has a modified melee combo counter. Instead of gaining 50% more damage with each rank, it actually gains 75. So at 5 hits, you'll get a 1.75 multiplier instead of a 1.5. And it only takes you 15 hits to get to a 2.5 times multiplier instead of the standard 45. Paired with stances like Vermilion Storm or Malicious Raptor, and you can ramp these multipliers up extremely quickly. Now clearly this also synergizes perfectly with Blood Rush and either Body Count or Drifting Contact, as they also see some dramatic benefits from the multiplier. Hell, you can even add in Weeping Wounds if you have the space for it. It is that friggin' good. Now speaking of things escalating quickly, can we talk? Okay, so the thing that I love the most about the Venka Prime's mechanics is the fact that it totally reminds me of how I watch Pornhub. Everything starts off fairly innocent, then somewhere along the line, shit just gets real intense. You start off with a nice little blowjob, then toss in a little dirty talk and maybe some light spanking, and 15 minutes later, somehow you have ended up watching Eastern European skinhead bukkake featuring bondage and double penetration, which is pretty much how I felt when I looked at my melee combo counter for the first time when using the Venka Prime. How the fuck did I get here? I've never seen 0.75s and 0.25s on a melee combo counter before. What is going on? Am I hallucinating? Did someone give me Warframe crack? But of course, when you are staring down the barrel of the 4 times crit multiplier that came out of nowhere, you can't just stop there. So 30 minutes later into my binge, and I cannot figure out what events led up to Cyclops, Wolverine, and Magneto getting it on, because I am too distracted by the terrifying thought of what would happen if a man with claws had a magnetic malfunction while giving a handjob. And now that you've had a disturbing tour of my brain during a Pornhub search, let's get back to the Quick Draw. So all in all, the Venka Prime is fucking amazing. The boost to its critical statistics and base damage do an amazing job at making the claw category more playable, which honestly wasn't a feasible option for quite some time. And that sneaky addition of the melee multiplier boost that basically gives it a 25% overall damage bonus once activated just helped push it into a category of its own and helped create this bloodthirsty persona amidst a lot of the recent bog standard releases. And on top of its absolutely killer remodel, it also has an innate V and dash slot, which basically screams, it's time for you to come out and play. So thank you all for watching another episode of the Quick Draw. If you haven't already caught it, be sure to check out its counterpart, the Ceranos Prime, as well as me fanboying over Valkyr Prime access. Now don't forget to do all the things that I ask you to do at the end of every one of these, and as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. I'll catch you guys soon. Bye bye.